Why are these dipsticks disappearing? You used to be able to pull this out and check your oil all by yourself. Well, the answer is data. Welcome to SpeedKast99, where I talk about car stuff and you guys get to make fun of me in the comments down below. Now, transmissions are one thing because they're moving towards sealed units. That's why there's no more dipsticks, but engine oil needs to be changed and checked every so often. Now here's a modern BMW N20 engine, and you can see there's no dipstick on this engine, but this here is the oil level sensor. Now this sensor can track the oil level using capacitance or ultrasonic techniques, and that's going to create data points. Now those data points can be tracked and sent back through the manufacturer at service time or through telematics. So let's say I'm BMW and I've designed the new N20 engine. Now let's say my target oil consumption is 1 liter for every 5,000 kilometers. Now with an oil change interval of 15,000 kilometers, I'm going to be about 3 liters low on oil, and I only have a capacity of 5, leaving me with only 2 liters of oil inside of this engine. Because the data is being provided to me live with thousands of vehicles across the road, this graph is always changing, and I can go ahead and adjust the oil change intervals on the dashboard from say 15,000 to 10,000, and we know BMW has already done that before. Or I can change the oil capacity by changing out the oil pan in newer models. Now that's great for the design perspective. However, now we all know as vehicles age, they're going to start to consume more and more oil, and that's just because the oil control rings and the pistons start to clog up with more carbon and the results of direct injection. Now regardless of where your warranty ends or extended warranty in Hyundai's case, this graph is now plotted inside of your ECU due to that one sensor, and with this kind of consumption, it's easy to run it low on oil. They'll just pull this up and be like, well, on this day you ran it low on oil, therefore we're denying your warranty coverage, and the bill for the engine replacement is on you for $5,000. Now a lot of people never even knew how to use a dipstick, and you can't expect them to know how to read this inside of the menus or to get a special tool to scan it. Now this sensor is prone to failure because it is electronic, and it will cost you a couple of 10mm bolts and an entire oil change to change out, and this sensor is not as cheap as this dipstick, I'll tell you that. Now as someone that works on cars, you won't be able to tell if the vehicle needs an oil change and the oil is so dark like this, or if you got a head gasket leak and there's a milkshake forming in there, or if it's just oil dilution, because the sensor doesn't show you the oil. Now the claim was people are putting the wrong transmission fluid inside of their vehicles. This one specifically says WS in the plug, and that's the fluid that it takes. Great, so what if I wanted to change it and I can afford the fluid? Now this is the fill port on this Lexus GS350 transmission. In fact, there's no dipstick on here that you can pour it into from the top like normal. You actually have to use a fluid pump to pump it in there, and this is right next to a hot catalytic converter. Now this is the transmission pan. Here is the drain plug. Thankfully, a lot of new Fords and other vehicles that have plastic oil pans don't even have a drain plug, and you got to drop the entire pan off of the transmission just to change the fluid. Oh yeah, and even worse, some Mercedes include the filter inside of the pan, so once you drop it, you're replacing the entire assembly as one piece. Now in this Lexus case, you're going to have to fill the transmission fluid with the pump, and then you're going to have to go inside, short 2 wires underneath the OBD port on the dashboard, then do a dance with the shifter back and forth, go inside, ask your wife what's for dinner, come back out, the D light is going to be flashing, and that means that the transmission temperature is at the optimal temperature, where when you pull this plug out, the transmission fluid excess is going to flow through the straw and come out, and that's the level that it wants to be at that temperature. If you miss the temperature, then you got to wait for the whole thing to cool down and start all over again. That was a mouthful, but you get the idea. These things are very complicated, and they basically want you to take it to a service center or just not service them at all in this case. You know what gripes me the most? Those Nissans. They got a dipstick tube in here, and then they got a cap that looks just like a dipstick, and you pull it out and it's just a cap. There's nothing in there. They've actually gone through the engineering of putting one in without giving you the dipstick, because the dipstick is sold separately and it's for professional use only. Now at the end of the day, we all knew who the demise of the dipstick is actually benefiting, and it's definitely not the consumer. And you can't play the cost card, because this is ultimately going to cost you a lot more than this. Now you let me know in the comment section down below if you know where the dipstick is on your car, and if you agree with my frustration. Oh yeah, and let me know what other discussions you guys would like to see in a future Speedcast.